Hey everyone, this is our second video together today on Thursday. I'm going to read you a story. And you might be thinking, Miss Jackson, why are you reading us this story? Because it's about a different type of ball. It is, I don't really love to play sports, so it's my favorite type of balls. It is snowballs. Today I'm going to read you the story called The Snowy Day because it's definitely not snowy outside, but we've talked about all these other kind of balls, and I thought we need to talk about snowballs because that's fun. And this is one of my favorite stories. We'll read it again during December and January, but why not? Let's read it now. One winter morning. Is it winter now? What month is it? Or what season? It's still summer. Still summer. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, 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 his feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this, and he walked with his toes pointing in like this. Look at his different footprints. It's fun to make footprints in the snow. Where else can you make footprints? You can make footprints in the snow. Think about it. Where else can you make footprints? At the beach, in the sand. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. So here's his feet tracks. Then he found something else to make a third track going right beside him. What do you think he found? It was a stick. He found a stick in the snow. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Smack. What do you think happened when he smacked the tree? Down fell the snow. Plop. On top of Peter's head. Poor Peter. And he kept walking along. Oh, this is the snowball part. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys for their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he was throwing snowballs. But he wasn't old enough because those older boys were throwing them harder. So he made a smiling snowman, and he made some snow angels. And he pretended he was a mountain climber, and he climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. Would you like to slide down this big hill of snow? Me too. He picked up a handful of snow and another, and he packed it round and firm, and he put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. He put the snowball in his pocket, and then he went into his warm house. Do you think something's going to happen? Tell me, what do you think is going to happen? Let's see if you're right. He told his mother all about his adventures while he took off his wet socks. And he thought, and he thought, and he thought about them. He's in a big bathtub with bubbles and a boat and a rubber ducky. Buff, buff, bubbles. boat, bathtub. Whoa, that's a lot of B words. Oh, and boy. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket, and his pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. What do you think happened to the snowball? He felt very sad. Do you know what happened to the snowball? You're right, it melted, because you can't bring a snowball inside a warm house. While he slept, he dreamed about the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. Do you think Peter and his friend are going to make snowballs today and find some more snowy adventures? I think you're right. This is my favorite snowy book. And I read it because we're talking about snowballs. It's a different type of ball. So, we are going to do something that we've been practicing with apples, and we're going to keep practicing. I want you to see if your mom and dad know how to do this. It's called making a pattern. Let's see if you can make a pattern. Let's see if I can make a pattern. If I make a pattern, I want you to try to help me. I'm going to use my snowballs to help me make a pattern. Are these really snowballs? No, because it's warm outside. These are cotton balls. This is what you use to put medicine on your boo-boos or mosquito bites. Cotton balls, and they're really soft and fluffy. I'm going to pretend these are snowballs today. So, let's make a pattern with my regular balls and my red puff balls and my snowballs. Are you ready? Let's start. Okay. I'm going to do snowball, red ball, snowball, red ball. What do you think should come next? Let's say it again. Snowball, red ball, snowball, red ball. What do you think should come next? Tell me. You're right. Snowball. What should come after the snowball? Snowball, red ball, snowball, red ball, snowball. You're right, red ball. Look at that pattern. You made an A-B pattern. Good job. Let's do another type of pattern. This time, let's use our sports balls. You want to use our sports balls? Okay. First, let's use a snowball, then a sport ball. Snowball, sports ball. Snowball. What should be next? My balls are rolling around. Basketball, sports ball. Look at our pattern. Snowball, sport ball. Snowball, sport ball. Snowball, sport ball. What should be next? You're right. Snowball. Good job. Look at this pattern. This is another A-B pattern. Snowball, sports ball. Snowball, sports ball. Snowball, sports ball, snowball. Good job. Give yourself a high five. Good job. Let's make a more difficult pattern. Do you think you can do it? I think you can. Let's use our snowballs and our sports balls. Snowball, snowball, sports ball. snowball, snowball, sports ball. What do you think should come next? Tell me. You're right. Snowball, snowball, then what? Sports ball. You've got it. Snowball, snowball, sports ball. Snowball, snowball, sports ball. Snowball, snowball, sports ball. Good job. Good job, guys. High five. I'm so proud of you. So, when you've collected all your balls, you can make a pattern. See if you can make a pattern and trick mom or dad. See if they can figure out what should come next. I bet you might be able to trick them because they haven't made patterns in a long time. I'm so proud of you. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye, guys.